Hey y'all, Laura, Peaks for Pounds. I'm here with Jamie. Check out these ruins behind us. This is the Horton House, the ruins of a Tabby House that belonged to the very first English settler, William Horton, here on Jekyll Island. So we're going to go on a little history hike today. Check this place out. Let's go on an adventure, y'all. Y'all check out the walls of this old house. Y'all see up there those shells? Those are oyster shells. This is what's called tabby. This house was made out of a building material they used back in the colonial period called tabby. What they would do is they would take these oyster shells and they'd mix them with some lime, some water, a little sand, and you can see this stuff here became as hard as cement. So the original houses in Georgia were built down here at Jekyll Island. These ones were built with tabby. You'll see a lot of this stuff downtown Savannah too. Some of the old sidewalks and other things I'm going to show y'all here in the future on these little history hikes I do. But this is the Horton House again. Major William Horton. He was with James Oglethorpe's regiment. James Oglethorpe founded the colony of Georgia. So we're going to go on a little hike about William Horton's property here on Jekyll Island. Y'all, we barely set foot on this trail. We checked out this big old pine tree. Look at that size of that vine. I'm not sure what kind of vine that is. I know up in the mountains there's muscadine grapevines, but I don't think that's what that is. If anybody knows what these vines are, maybe they're just regular old vines. But if you know, call it out in the comments. I'm curious. Y'all, this isn't a very long trail. All trails has it at 1.4 miles out and back. I think we're just going up to a pond area and coming right back, but we're going to check it out. It's absolutely beautiful out here today. Maybe we'll see some alligators in this pond. You never know. All right, I don't know where that trail goes, but we're going to keep going this way. If y'all never been to Jekyll Island, Georgia, you can make it down this way. Be sure to come over here and check it out. It is such a cool island. The flora and fauna is beautiful, but the history is amazing. Of course, Indian tribes occupied the island before the British arrived in the early 1700s, 1730s. But later on, in the late 1800s, this became a millionaire's resort. The only way here was by yacht, and a lot of very wealthy millionaires would come down and they'd have winter properties down here on Jekyll Island, and that continued, gosh, I think it's into the 1930s, 1940s, and then it became just a beach club after that. But a lot of rich history, and I'll show you around some of the old homes in just a little bit. But Make it to Jekyll Island, Georgia, if you get the opportunity. You will not regret it. Come upon the island's water tower and cell towers. We don't have very good cell service, just so you know.
I have excellent cell service right now.
Okay, scratch that. Standing right underneath the cell towers, we have excellent cell service.
5G.
You know, get back to the parking lot, not so much. We should be coming up on a pond here pretty quick. There's some old rusted old something or another over here. Are we brave enough to check it out?
I'm not.
Of course, I wouldn't be doing this in the summer with shorts because of the ticks.
It stinks, whatever it is.
Well, there might be something dead in it.
Creole talk. Something.
I don't know, y'all, but whatever this is, I bet you it's just part of an old 55-gallon drum. That's all that is. We're out here doing archaeology on Jekyll Island. But it does smell a little funky, so I think there's some kind of dead critter somewhere in these here woods.
Something died.
Something died. We got us a little observation point here, y'all. I think I see something out there on that platform. I think we got, I'm looking right at an alligator, y'all. Right on top. Here I am, y'all. Don't laugh. I'm looking all around to try to find y'all something. And I'm seeing turtles to the right and left. And I'm like, oh, it'd be cool to see an alligator. Right in front of my face. Look at that huge gator. Taking a suntan. Jekyll Island wildlife for you. You don't say. Y'all check out this live oak tree. How massive it is. Y'all see those ferns that are growing on the branch? Those are called resurrection ferns. What that means is when it's real dry out, they get all dried up, look like they're dead, like dead leaves if you can see up there. But after the rain, which we have had recently, they spring to life. That's why they call them resurrection fern. Tuck that one away for a rainy day. Jekyll Island, Georgia gleams with Gilded Age history. In the late 1800s, the island became an exclusive hunting club. Its members had names such as Rockefeller, Vanderbilt, and Morgan. These wealthy families, they built their winter homes on Jekyll, where they'd enjoy the lavish luxuries of Jekyll Island's clubhouse. It wasn't always pleasure, though. Business was conducted on the island. In 1910, a group of wealthy bankers created what would become the Federal Reserve System. 1915, the very first transcontinental phone call would be made from Jekyll Island. The golden era of Jekyll wouldn't last forever. In 1947, the state of Georgia purchased the island and opened it to the public to enjoy. But you can still catch a glimpse of the bygone Gilded Era as you tour the empty mansions of the island's former elite. That is a wrap. Thanks for tuning in, following our adventure here on Jekyll Island, Georgia. If you haven't already done so, make sure you hit that subscribe button and follow all of our adventures. Till next time, stick with me. I'm going somewhere.